The sky is blue, the sun is high. Sitting here on my own, I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Baby,
I was feeling in a slump for the past week, and I really just wanted to switch things up and kind of just feel like a spring cleaning glow up for my life, I guess would be the word, because to be honest with you, I do spend a lot of time just scrolling on Instagram and just scrolling on TikTok, and sometimes it takes over my life. Today and the next week, I really want to just clear up my place, declutter my mind and my space, and eat better, have some movement in my body. So today, I'm going to make a list of what I want to accomplish and things that, you kind of push aside. I really believe that things command energy, so it's good to have these couple days to just think about what I really want in my life and clear all the unnecessary stuff. I want to remind you, wherever you are in your journey, it's totally valid, and even if you don't have the energy to do it today, just be here and we can slowly do it together. Gentle productivity. So this is the supplement and medicine cabinet, which has a lot of random stuff. I just want to get rid of it. I do take a lot of supplements because I work out a lot, but I don't, even though I have them, I don't use them because I can't see them. Better. I can actually see what I need now and access what I need, and I put all the things that I use mostly in the front. So my pre-workout, my matcha, these tiny ray supplements, what I take daily. I want to show you guys why I got a new dresser for my makeup. These are very tiny, they're like file cabinets, and also they're very flimsy. Like every time I pull them, the cabinets just start shaking, and they're on their tiny little wheel. I don't need a man. I can do this. I am a man. Yeah. I finally have them. My bad.
Wait. There we go. Braver than the troops.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty brave.
I'm pretty brave.
I just woke up from a nap. I ate a burger, had some tater tots, and I decided to lie down on the floor for a little bit on this wooden pillow, and I'm napping, and now it's 8:47. But after building that drawer, my body I just gave out. Some days you just have to listen to your body and realize that even if you don't finish everything today, it's alright. There's another day tomorrow. I started doing drip coffee again because I got a new kettle, the sharp one. Drip coffee is a little bit less upsetting on my stomach for some reason. I don't know if you guys know anything about coffee, you want to educate me, please do. Actually today I am going to trim my eyebrows. I've been liking this Cica Pear Tiger Grass Sleep Intensive Mask. I just put a thin layer as my daytime moisturizer. It just really helps aid with healing and soothing and wound repair. Super Goop chemical filter, no white cast. Honestly feels like a dreamy makeup primer. So I'm gonna show you guys how I clean up my brows for kind of like weekly maintenance. This portion of the video is sponsored by Sephora Collection, so shout out to Sephora Collection. I really like how Sephora Collection's products are really good quality but also at a very accessible price for everyone. And the shade range on their brows and their foundation and lip colors are just so wide, so there's like a huge range. The shades that I go for my brows, because I think it's more flattering on my skin tone, are more cool tones. I'm going to be using their new Build Your Own Brow Kit. It retails for $16 and it's a $24 value. It comes with a tweezer, clear brow gel, and a retractable brow pencil color of your choice. If you were to buy it separately, one of these brow pencils would be $12, which I still think is a pretty good price. But in this bundle, you get all three for $16, which is great. The tweezer is a really fine tweezer, so you can really grab the tiny hairs. I usually like my eyebrows to start around where my eyes start, but just a little bit more in. So if there's any hair here, I will kind of just like pick them and just tweeze them out. I don't want to over tweeze because I used to have that really straight brow look, like super straight, and it would like cut off right here. Now there's a little bit more of an arch, but it's still a natural straight brow, which I think suits me. But these days I do clean up around the sides. Found that plucking your brows on moisturized skin hurts a lot less. A tip that I have for brow tweezing is not to look too close into the mirror, because you kind of want to see like the overall shape of the brows instead of micro focusing, and then when you zoom out you're like, oh wait, I tweezed too much. As you're tweezing, step back to look and kind of match, step back to look. It does not have to be perfect. Also, brows are never symmetrical. You can kind of use tweezing to even it out or makeup to kind of even it out a little bit, but they're never symmetrical, so don't feel bad. Your face is not symmetrical, you know. There's this trend on TikTok where people are using like the inverted filter to see how symmetrical their face are, and it makes me feel so bad. Like I don't even want to attempt that. And a little bit about brows. The more arched your brows are, the more intimidating I feel like somebody will look, and as the more flat your brows are, the more inviting you'll look. At least that's what I was taught growing up. Well, obviously times are changed and everybody's face is different, and I think you should find the brows that suit you the most. When I clean up my brows, I realized how much lid space I have compared to if my brows were really bushy and all the way down here. Super easy, super simple, and not too clean because I kind of like that messy brow look, that messy feathered brow look now these days. I remember visiting Germany last year. That was so fun. That was a really great time. We actually went to see how these brow pencils were made, and they were actually made in factories that made writing pencils also, which I thought was pretty cool. It was just really cool to see how much color, thought, and technology goes into just your simple everyday products that arrived on your table, you know? So I just gently feather my brows. And then extend the tail a little bit. It doesn't matter what your eyebrow shape is. You want to put the pencil right here and kind of end where it ends, right there. So I use a spoolie to kind of just feather it out a little bit. It looks really good. I really like bold brows on myself. Personally, I'm going to use the clear brow gel that is in the Build Your Own Brow Kit and just brush it backwards first. backwards. So keep your brows in place. My brows always look kind of a little bit thick when I finish them, but after I finish all the makeup, it'll look good. Don't forget to check out the Build Your Own Brow Kit by Sephora collection, and also their other brow products. They're just amazing quality. There's 12 shades of this retractable brow pencil, so I'm sure you'll be able to find your shade. Like, taking care of your physical body is just as important as your mental and also your physical space. So yeah, I've been just like trying to clear stuff around the room, around the house, so I feel less, you know, anxious. But definitely like massage, doing your skincare, grooming yourself, these are small things that you kind of have to do because it does make you feel nice. It makes you feel taken care of, and you can step into the world more confidently when those things are taken care of, and you know, one step at a time, right? So you see how I have all the different spices in different jars. I got like just black tops in glass jars so I can organize all of them. Then I'm gonna get rid of this and then decant all the oil in jars, different bottles as well, so it looks more streamlined. These are the bottles that I got so that they all fit in here. There's stickers for the tags and also, so it's so cute. I wanted to put sea salt in my coffee, but it comes empty, so you know, I don't have sea salt. I gotta get it from the store. I'm going to put all the spices that I got into these containers that I washed. Also, I got this label maker from my friend Deborah, so I'm going to use it. You actually have to twist it for it to like come out, so it takes a little bit of learning. But I can't wait for this all to get organized. All done, this is what it looks like. I think it looks really cute, just like more streamlined, and even if it's out of place, it would look more uniform, and that's a huge problem I had. It would just like really messy, and it would just, I think, mess with my head. Like when I need to get other things done, I was always being in my head thinking like, I need to clear this, but this just feels much better. Yay! I really like this dresser. I keep some of my extra skincare here. I think I'm gonna switch it over to put my clothes in here, but I don't like how this looks. I don't think it goes well with it, so I got some flat ones to change. So I'm gonna switch it up. That definitely took longer than it should, but I think it's very worth it. Show you. Cute! There is a hole under, but it's totally fine. I think it's so cute. Right, Meow Meow? What do you think? Meow Meow? Oh my god. I wish you could taste this. I wish you could taste it. This is incredible. So good. It feels so nice. It really feels great. Even if it's like a small task. Well, those are pretty big tasks to me. Like personally, it feels great to be able to finish tasks and then make yourself a nice meal and kind of just be proud of yourself. I think that's really important. You need to be proud of yourself, no matter how small, how big the tasks are. You got up today and you are trying your best. You're trying your hardest. I know you are. Like, trying your best doesn't have to be huge, big, giant gestures of anything. Trying your best means getting up and choosing to be a good person, choosing to do things that will help you survive, and choosing happiness. And I think like a lot of these tasks can help us with that. Well, it helps me. I mean, other than raising awareness and talking about racism and homophobia and all these other things that I always talk about, it is just nice to be able to enjoy my space and make my space like a safe haven, because after all the conversations, all of that just gets really tiring and draining. And I love that right now I'm learning to make my space more of like more calm, less clutter, so that I can recharge and, you know, go back out and talk about these things, knowing that I have a safe space to come back to, if that makes sense. So, you know, I never really put effort into making my space feel like mine. That's why I moved all the time. I moved so much. I moved 10 times in 10 years. Yeah. Sometimes I would move more than once in a year, because I just never got attached to spaces, because I knew that my purpose is not to make a space. My purpose is to like speak out on things and experience life. But I've learned to realize that it is very important to recharge in a space that feels safe to you. And I'm learning to take it slow, relax, enjoy the things in life that make fighting for causes worth living. Wow. Can't go wrong with these seeds, nuts, and banana peanut butter.